All right, it is time for a Tinder takedown. Kristen, exactly what is a Tinder takedown?
All right, so Tinder takedown is under our To Catch a Cheater umbrella. And this specific one is where if you think your significant other is cheating on the dating app Tinder. I have a friend who has an active Tinder account. We go in swiping, searching for said person, see if we find them, and then after that, see if they engage in conversation or swipe on us and try to catch them in the act of cheating.
All right, with Amanda here, who we're going to put on, we get that classic argument of, are you allowed to date other people while you're on a quote-unquote break? All right, she wants to test her man because they are on a break. Hi, Amanda. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Okay, give us the situation going down with the boyfriend here, or ex-boyfriend. If you're on a break, is that an ex?
Not technically, no.
Kind of depends on how you define the break.
Yeah?
Think so.
I mean, Amanda, how did you all define the break?
Well, so we've been dating for about a year and a half, a little bit more, and we decided to go on the quote-unquote break, but I want to be clear, we did not break up because we mutually had a conversation saying, this is good for us, let's take some time apart and just evaluate and reflect about each other, but not broken up. And we had to do this because, we just haven't been seeing eye to eye lately, and for whatever reason, his brother doesn't like me, and that obviously got into his head. But our arguments have increased over the last month, and we agreed some time apart would be good. But to be clear, again, we had a taking a break convo and stated and fully agreed that neither one of us would date anybody while we were on said break.
Okay.
All right, so I think that's important.
That is important. It was actually said out loud, we're not dating other people.
So she's just testing his loyalty.
Person.
You're just testing the loyalty to see if he's going to stick to the break rules.
Yes.
Who initiated the conversation of maybe we should take a break? Was that you or him?
It was actually him because of his whole brother thing, but
Okay.
he's been acting really weird and is like, I don't know, should we? And I was like, I was the one that fully put the stake in the ground and said, let's just take some time to evaluate ourselves. He was the one that was bringing it up. But I mean, we still text every day. We aren't going on dates or hanging out. And I know it's messy and it's complicated, but a breather felt like the right thing to do, even though we're still texting.
Oh, I get it. How long has this quote-unquote break been going on now?
Just a week.
A week. All right, still fairly new.
So I had a conversation with a therapist about this on my podcast because I'm I tend to be a little bit of a black and white thinker. I'm kind of like, if you're just going to go on a break, why not just break up? But I did speak with a professional where she's like, you know what, sometimes a break can be really healthy because it gives you that space to see things from an objective standpoint. But she said, if you're going to go on a break, there's one thing you need to do, and that's you need to set an end date for the break. You can't just have this ambiguous let's go on a break and let's just come back. You've got to have a timeline. Is it 1 month? Is it 2 months? Is it 3 months? And she was like, if it's anything longer than 3 months, you guys just need to break up. So did you guys define when this break is going to end, or are you just kind of waiting for one of you to make the first move?
We didn't define a specific end time, but we're taking this time to not literally be in each other's arms 24/7, just a little physical time away and being able to think on our own without the other person barking in our ear.
All right, question for Mo and Bert. Your significant other.
I can tell you it's a trap already, bro. Let's get out of here.
It feels like a trap. You're already in one.
All right, so question for Mo and Bert. Your significant other and you decide to take a break, and I think that's very, very solid advice, Abby, from the therapist you talked to have an end date. That is very solid, sound advice. But you guys didn't do that, okay? So you're on a break with your significant other. Are you going to be the one to reach out first to mend said break? Or are you going to wait on her to do it?
I thought it was going to be a lot worse than that.
Me too.
I'm getting nicer in my old age.
I would go off a feel, honestly. If in the break I got to a point where I felt like that's enough for me, I wouldn't mind making the first move to say I'm good. How about you?
I just feel like breaks are the pace lap for a breakup. I think it's BS. I think if we're really into it, we got to work it out, man. Okay, so we're going through a rough time. That doesn't mean that you're going your way and I'm going my way. So I don't really believe in them at all. So I don't even know. I think if we're going to take a break, let's just break it off.
So you can't even put yourself in a position of where you would be in a situation of a break.
I feel like if we're a solid couple, we're going to talk through it. All right, maybe this is a really rough time, but I don't want to be away from you.
I could see how two people could be into each other to the point where they're always around each other and so passionate about each other that you just kind of need maybe a week or so. Like a month or so is kind of wild to me. But yeah, maybe you're so embedded in this relationship that you're not seeing things through a clear filter and you just need some time to be objective into yourself.
I will be honest with you. Any time, if I was feeling smothered and I needed my dude time, at the very most, it was a night or a weekend in Vegas or wherever it was just to get away for a weekend. And we never called it a break. It was just like, I'm going to go hang with the guys for a weekend. I'll come back on Monday.
Well, then that's not a break. So I think what you should do is we should ask those to call up who have survived the break.
Okay.
Because I had one of those. We obviously did not survive. I crawled through his doggy door. We did not survive the break. But those out there who actually, like, your relationship survived the break, and it's actually what brought you guys back together stronger and better than ever.
All right, Amanda, give us a couple of seconds here, and we have already done our Tinder takedown. So is your man following the rules of the quote-unquote break, not a breakup, the break or not? We got answers for you.
All right, so Amanda gave me a picture.
Can I ask one question before we get into that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Amanda, was he on these dating apps before you guys started dating?
Yeah, that's how we actually met.
Okay.
Okay, so he has an account.
Yeah, he has an account, so there's already the built-in excuse like, hey, we were seeing each other. I just never deleted the thing. So I don't know what the results are, but I was just wondering. That would definitely be more incriminating if he was never on it and now just got on. For sure.
All right, so Amanda gave me a picture of her boyfriend, their location, the age range. I passed that information on to my friend who has an active Tinder account. My friend got on her Tinder account and started swiping. Amanda, it took her like 15 minutes and she found him.
No.
Seriously?
And she swiped right and she waited. So again, like Bert said, if he had an account, maybe it was just there dormant, but it was there. But after she swiped right, maybe 30 minutes later, he had swiped right on her.
So just the fact that he's using it, I mean, that's offense number one right there.
Well,
That's
maybe
enough.
this is how he's doing self-reflection.
Yeah.
I bet.
Just to give him the benefit of the doubt, which I don't typically do with men, I do think that, like, maybe
Save that, by the way.
if he's on a break, I feel like there is that natural curiosity. Like, you've been out of the game for a year and a half. You're doing some reflecting on if this is the right relationship for you. Maybe he's just getting on Tinder just to kind of see, okay, what if I was to end this relationship? Like, who else is out there? Maybe he's not going to go out on dates, but maybe he just wants to kind of flex that curiosity to see if maybe there is something out there.
No.
If we didn't establish that neither of us are talking to other people, I would be 100% with you. But I feel like once you establish that this break is for us and it's not necessarily for you to figure out what else is out there, then that to me would be a problem either way.
So here is a transcript of their conversation, Amanda, because a conversation did occur.
Oh, great.
Him.
I don't think you really mean that.
I
don't
love
think you think this is going to be great at all.
I love my girlfriend. I don't know why I swiped right on you, or my ex-girlfriend, or whatever we are right now.
Okay, you hold on to that.
I'm just going to cling on.
Him. Tough weekend to be a Bama fan. She went to Bama and one of her pictures is her at a game on Tinder. Her. Ugh, don't remind me. That was brutal. Who do you root for? Him. Go Dogs.
Oh, he seems like a good guy. You better hold on to this one.
Her. Well, we had a good run. This relationship is destined to fail. Him. Who said anything about a relationship?
Uh-oh.
Her. Very true. Him. I'm free tonight if you need some consoling.
Oh, damn.
Maybe a drink can wash away the pain of that loss to Vandy. Her. You just can't stop yourself from rubbing it in. Him. My bad. I promise to be more gentle. Her. So many bad ways this convo can go. Him. How about we see where it goes tonight?
Oof.
Her. Sure, I'm free. Tell me where and when to meet you. Him. How about blank location at blank time?
Damn.
Her. Sounds good. I'll see you then.
He's going in.
That man went from Go Dogs to being one.
No.
There's the headline.
I'm really sorry, Amanda.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that one hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I know
sorry.
it does. I know it does.
Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say. You guys made that agreement. He clearly, I mean, he's aggressive. I don't mean to rub it in here, but it wasn't like, there's nothing to debate here. There's nothing passive about what he said.
Well, I think the good thing about this conversation, even though it really, really hurts right now, you were kind of sitting in this relationship gray area where it could go one way or the other. But to me, if I'm you and we've established certain rules and he's breaking them, that for me would be enough to cut things off. You've shown me that you're not my person. You're clearly looking for something better, whatever that means to him. And for me, this would give me the confidence to let him go.
You should tell him, hey, we should talk about our relationship, and then say the location that he suggested at Tinder and the time that he suggested at Tinder also.
Especially that y'all only been on a break for a week.
Yeah,
He didn't waste any time.
Yeah.
He was ready.
Yeah, move on with your life.
We're texting every day, so it's not like we're out of each other's lives. So
Well, yeah, you might want to reconsider that not out of each other's lives thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right, Amanda, keep us posted.
I know.
Sorry about that.
The Bert Show.